How being cheated on changes you and 9 ways to recover. Do you know how being cheated on changes you? If you do, I first have to tell you that I'm sorry you had to learn that. No one should have to experience being cheated on. It feels awful and no one should have to go through that. The pain of being cheated on is intense and makes moving past infidelity almost impossible. Can a marriage go back to normal after cheating? There are some couples who manage that, but most of them don't. It's hard enough to recover from, and it is almost impossible to forgive your partner for cheating on you. The problem is that cheaters most often cheat again. Even if they don't, once they betray your trust, it's very difficult to trust them again. No matter how difficult dealing with being cheated on is, it's something you have to do. You have to move on, whether you want to give your relationship another chance or not. What to do after being cheated on? We will talk about that too, but we first need to discuss how being cheated on changes you. You aren't the same person after someone you love has betrayed your trust. They could tell you that they made a mistake, but cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Your partner had the choice to stay faithful to you or betray you, and they chose to cheat. How does a woman feel after being cheated on? She feels like her whole world came crashing down on her. The terrible feelings you have after being cheated on make it hard for you to function, and if that's not enough, you can't trust anyone anymore. I had an ex I loved more than anyone in the world, and when he cheated on me, I had trust issues for a long time. You feel like you can't trust anyone ever again because you think they'll do the same. You also lose your confidence and self-esteem and turn into a very jealous person. Instead of loving yourself, you start thinking that there's something wrong with you. You even think that you're an awful person. You may end up feeling like you don't deserve to be loved and that no one will ever love you. If you think that right now, please believe me when I say it's not true. Don't fall into depression and be aware that it's not your fault. It had nothing to do with you, you just loved someone who didn't love you enough. I know how a woman feels after being cheated on. My ex was my whole world, and when he cheated on me, I was devastated. What he did made me wonder if he ever loved me at all. The worst feeling after being cheated on is that you doubt that anything they ever said was true. Dealing with being cheated on will make you think that your partner never truly loved you or respected you. Let's get back to the question of whether a marriage can go back to normal after cheating. Moving past infidelity is possible, but even if you want to forgive them, you have to understand something. There is no excuse for cheating, even if they weren't happy in the marriage anymore. Instead of making you go through the pain of being cheated on, your partner could have left you. If your partner was unfaithful, you have to learn about how to recover. I will soon explain to you what to do after being cheated on, but first let's talk some more about how it changes you. How a woman feels after being cheated on. Number 1, she loses her self-esteem. When you find out that your partner cheated on you, you get angry at them at first. Eventually, that anger passes and you start to wonder what you did to deserve it. You start thinking that you did something wrong that caused them to be unfaithful. This happens to a lot of women, but it shouldn't. You need to know that you did nothing wrong and your partner's infidelity is not your fault. They just didn't respect you enough and didn't love you enough at that time. Number 2, she develops trust issues. No matter how aware you are of the fact that not all men are the same, you develop trust issues. You start thinking that anyone you love again will betray your trust in the same way. No matter how much you try to trust someone, once someone cheats on you, those trust issues develop. Number 3, she starts being afraid of falling in love again. The pain of being cheated on is something very hard to shake off. It makes you scared of loving someone again. If your ex cheats on you, you decide not to allow anyone to do that to you again. This means that it's hard for you to love again because it means giving another person the power to hurt you. Number 4, she forces herself not to care about love as much as she did. After your partner cheats on you, you see the world differently. Even when you're ready to start dating again, you aren't ready to put your guard down. You force yourself not to care about love as much as you did, so you're careful about giving your heart to someone. Number 5, she finds it hard to believe in love. Before someone cheats on you, you believe in love, but afterward, it's really hard. It's like that terrible experience changed the way you think about love. Your partner told you that they loved you, but they cheated on you, so how can you believe in love? Number 6, it takes away a part of her. After the person you love cheats on you, you feel like a part of you is taken away. You're not really sure what that part is, but you feel that it's no longer there. No matter what you do, you keep feeling that infidelity left an empty part of you that nothing could fill. Number 7, she feels like she's not good enough. You start questioning your worth when someone betrays your trust. It's like you can't help but think that you weren't good enough for them. Isn't that what their actions tell you? Believing that will make it difficult for you to love again. You have to remember that you'll always be good enough for a person who truly loves you. Number 8. She feels stupid. You feel dumb when you learn that your partner has been having an affair. How couldn't I see it? You ask yourself that along with other things that make you blame yourself. Don't ever think that being cheated on is your fault. If you do, you'll keep dwelling on that feeling, which makes it a lot harder for you to move on. Number 9. She sees things clearly. Finding out that you've been cheated on opens your eyes. You suddenly see everything for what it is, even the things you don't want to see. Seeing something you might have ignored before doesn't have to be a bad thing. You believed your love was great, but it wasn't, and you won't ever ignore problems again. In your next relationship, you will see everything more clearly. What to do after being cheated on? Number 1. Don't think that it was your fault. You aren't responsible for what your partner did, so don't blame yourself and don't think of yourself as a victim. Don't be a victim, be a survivor instead. Be a warrior who has the resilience and strength to overcome anything. Your partner lacks self-awareness, and that is why this has happened, not because of you. I know how much it hurts, but don't make it even worse. If you search for reasons to feel pain, you will feel it much longer than you should. Don't let your thoughts make your healing harder for you. You have to understand that there are things you can't control. Those things include other people's actions and thoughts. People's daily thoughts define the path they'll choose. If they have positive and healthy thoughts, they won't hurt others. Instead, they will always have in mind what's in the best interest of others as well. However, if their thoughts are self-destructive and negative, their actions will be the same, self-destructive and negative. Number 2, express your feelings. Going through something like being cheated on and breaking up are two of the most painful periods a lot of people go through. If you're going through this and it's hard to get up in the morning, don't hide what you're feeling. Open up to someone, regardless of whether it's a family member, a friend, or a professional. There's no reason for you to be ashamed of what you're going through or scared to talk about it with others. Confiding in someone takes a significant amount of courage and strength, but getting things off your chest will be rewarding. It's easy to drown in depression and sadness, but don't let yourself do that. When you feel like crying, cry. If it feels good to write down your feelings in a journal, write them. You need to get rid of the burden you were forced to carry, so do whatever helps you achieve that. Number 3, don't seek revenge. When someone betrays you, you may get very tempted to seek revenge, but don't. You have every right to feel angry. Your partner treated you badly and you didn't deserve that. But it doesn't mean that you should stoop to their level. They don't even love themselves, and taking revenge on them would ruin your happiness. It's simply not worth it. No matter how badly you want to hurt them the way they hurt you, don't show it to them nor to others. It's not your job to punish your ex for their wrongdoings and make their life miserable. Karma is an amazing thing, so have faith that it will take care of everything. One day, your ex will need to pay for what they did, but you don't need to have anything to do with that. You can just relax and take care of more important things. Your goal now should be taking care of yourself and not seeking revenge and becoming a bad person. You're in pain because of your ex, so you want to make them suffer too. You want them to feel the same way you feel now. That is only natural because of your self-defense mechanism. It makes you stand up for yourself, fight, and retaliate against anyone who causes you harm. However, this doesn't mean that it's okay to seek revenge and hurt someone, even if they hurt you. Do you want to take revenge on your ex? Do it by getting over them and showing them how strong you are. Don't let them think that you're emotionally weak and immature. Make them see that you are capable of taking care of yourself instead. Number 4, accept that there was nothing you could have done to prevent it, and it's just in the past now. People who get cheated on can be too hard on themselves. Don't be. Just keep in mind that it's in the past now, and there's nothing you can do to change the past. Stop thinking about what could have been and what should have been. All that you can do now is learn from this and improve or change the things you can control. Use this period to improve the things you don't like about yourself. Have better thinking patterns and give yourself some self-love. What happened is a part of your past, but you have to think about your future now. You can't change your past, but you can change your future, and you can do that right now. Number 5, forgive both them and yourself. The only way you'll heal is if you forgive your ex for cheating on you and forgive yourself at the same time. There is no need to force this. Take as much time as you need, but do it eventually. Once you forgive them, you will feel better and less burdened. You will then be able to give your heart to someone else who will take much better care of it. Forgive everyone else who has hurt you too, and you will become a better person. You will be able to find peace once you forgive those who have done you harm. If you don't, you will be miserable, vengeful, and bitter. Forgive them and forgive yourself for everything you feel like you've done wrong. Number 6, love yourself and work on improving yourself. You are of high value and you need to remain that way no matter what happens. Realize that and work on improving yourself so that you can be even better. If you do that, you won't feel the need to start comparing yourself to the person your ex cheated on you with, so you could validate your worth. You will start feeling comfortable with being yourself instead. This will make you radiate self-esteem and confidence. Number 7, take care of your body and mind by staying active. You need to stay active. Force yourself if you have to, and find the right activities to keep your body and mind healthy. A lot of people don't do this, but it's the best way to deal with depression, pain, and anxiety. Instead, a lot of us choose self-pity and wait for the pain to pass by itself. What I'm suggesting is a much better and faster way to put yourself back together. Exercise as often as you can, learn something new, and read interesting books. Go out with your friends and meet new people. Do whatever will keep your mind occupied because you need to stay busy. You can do everything you never had time for before and reward yourself with nice things. Of course, you can't recover from cheating just by staying busy, but it does help. It will give you something exciting and new you can look forward to, and it will make you recover faster. You have to let go of your ex, and that takes work. If you're having a hard time, try taking a leave from work. Have some alone time then by visiting a place you always wanted to see. If you like traveling, go as far as you can and discover some new places. You'll recover much faster if you stay active and keep your life going. Being cheated on is difficult to process, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. Look at it as an opportunity to finally meet someone who will truly love you the way your ex never could. Number 8, spend a lot of time with family and friends. You will feel better when you talk to people who love you about what your ex did and how it felt. It will help ease the pain and make you feel happier. Spend some time with your family and friends. Talk to them, watch movies, go shopping, and simply have fun. What happened to you hurts a lot, but there's no need to suffer alone. Let those who care about you listen to what you have to say and help you feel better. Number 9, meet new people and try to trust them. Don't be scared of trusting new people. You have to trust them so that they can trust you. Meet new people and you'll make new friends. For now, you can simply enjoy casual conversations with anyone who is interested in learning more about you. You deserve to be happy again, so don't be afraid of the unknown and welcome new people into your life. Don't let your ex turn you into someone who can't trust people. Practice trusting new people until you find a new partner so you can trust him. Recovering from being cheated on. When my ex cheated on me, it turned my life upside down. I wasn't capable of sleeping or eating properly. However, I knew that I had to do something about it and put myself back together. I realized that I should focus on myself instead of my ex, and that it was the best thing I could do at that point in my life. When I focused on myself, it helped me feel better. I felt like I had control of my life again, so I kept doing it. I found a lot of activities to stay busy, such as going to the gym and taking dancing and acting classes. Spending a lot of time surrounded by my friends was a great idea too. They told me to go on some dating sites and at least try talking to new guys just for the fun of it. It helped me boost my self-esteem and confidence, and I met a lot of new people. I simply felt alive again, and I have to thank my friends for that. After I broke up with my ex, I felt terrible. I actually felt like I couldn't live anymore, but that changed. As time passed, I had to accept that he and I simply weren't right for each other. It wasn't meant to be. I learned so much that I wanted to tell him. Thank you for cheating on me. It has shown me how strong I really am. Being cheated on changed me, but in a way, it changed me for the better. Of course, I was a wreck at first, but once I started focusing on myself and spending a lot of time with my friends, I felt better. Each day I felt a little better than the day before until I finally felt great again. I think that I'm now ready to give my heart to someone new and to trust him that he will not break it. To be honest, I already know just whom to give it to. As for you, you should know that recovering from being cheated on is possible, and you will love again.